Hi everyone, my name is Julie. Thank you so much for watching. Today we're finishing another Project Pan. I am finishing my 2020 lip product use up. I had 35 products in this initially, but I seem to have gained a product. Don't exactly know how that happened, but I'm going to give you an update on everything and show you things I didn't use at all because 36 lip products was way too many to use up in a single year. Kind of where we're at. So let's start with empties. So previous to this video, I had completed 9. I had 9 empties, and I am proud to say I've got one more to bring it up to a resounding 10 empties. And my 10th empty is exactly what I thought it would be. It is the Buxom lip gloss in the shade Dolly. Now you might be able to say, Julie, why'd you mark it right down there? Well, I technically probably have like 3, maybe 4 uses left in this, so I did want to mark it, but I am calling it gone. I mean, come on, 4 uses, like, that's it. And this, since it's finale, I don't have another time to go on it. That's it, it is gone. So I finished 10. I did declutter 2 products, and I lost a product along the way. I don't know if you guys remember, I had that Sephora lip balm that I took to Belgium with me, and somehow didn't come out of the truck. So all in all, I am down 13 products out of the 36 that are currently in this project. And so let's go through what my weird add-on was. And that's this guy. I have a list of all the products that are in here, and I went to go double check to make sure I had all the products in this video, and this guy wasn't on it. I definitely use this guy, and I definitely gave some updates about him. So this is the Pixi Lip Balm. You can see, I'm so sorry, I did it in gold. I don't know why I did that. That was 2 months ago more, because I don't think I updated this last month. And that is where I am now. This is what I take to Ulta with me when I go to work. It's just like a really simple, easy lip balm, and I don't really care what the shade is because I'm wearing a mask. But that's what I got left. If you look at my progress for the year, I probably used a third of it. So I'm pleased with that progress. I think that's really good. This is not my favorite lip balm in the world, but it's not horrible, so I'll continue to keep it and use it and love it. And then the one I do have on the list, which is probably why I grabbed that one, is I got the Rose. This is the Pixi Shea Butter Lip Balm, and this is in the shade Rose. That is all the progress I made this year. So from the top mark to the third mark, that's it. I really like the shade better than the orange, but I basically rolled this one out because it was summer and I needed to use the orange. I think if I'd kept going with this one, it would have been done. I don't know, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I just like switch around lip products and be like, I'm gonna use this one, I'm gonna use this one. It keeps it interesting, but then I get like these half-used lip products. In terms of lip glosses that are half-used, this is the Tarte Lip Surgence lip gloss. I think this is in the shade Blushing Bride. I don't know if you guys remember this. I use this quite frequently all through summer, and then all of a sudden, bing, bada boom, I stopped using it again. So I was at that red line last month. I'm now at that gold. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months of updates on this, and I'm still only about halfway gone. This actually has a bit more product in it than I thought, and it's a lot thinner of a formula. So when you apply it, you're using less of the product, so it takes a lot longer to go through. And this is not my favorite lip gloss. I definitely like the Buxom ones better than this one. I like the smell, I like the way it feels on my lips, like it feels more hydrating, the Buxom ones. This one was just like a little sticky. I also compared it to this lip gloss. And this is the Marvis Moxie lip gloss from Bare Minerals. This is the shade Birthday Babe. Once I started using this one, I definitely don't want to use the Blushing Bride shade, but you know, I've got 3 months worth of use on this guy. You can see I use a lot of it when I'm actually using it, but I wanted to finish the Buxom, so this one kind of got pushed to the side. This is the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Double Dare. Great use on this. You guys saw this. This is a couple months worth of use. I just couldn't mark it for a while, but I think that's awesome. This is one of my older lipsticks in my collection. It still smells fine. I was debating getting rid of this, like just decluttering it. But it still smells fine. It still works on the lips. So I'm going to keep it for a little while longer, but it's definitely past its expiration date. So, it's hard. what I have on my lips today, this is the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear lipstick, and this is the shade Melted Strawberry. I think it's beautiful. It's just a bum, like a bummer. I use this for a few months. I like it. I think it's really fun for summer. I think it's really fun for spring. But when you put a mask on, you don't want to put a red lipstick on. But I do like this. I'm going to continue to use it. I will say though, it does have a tendency to wear off pretty quickly. Like there's full transfer on it. Like, so it's not the best lipstick I've ever worn in my life, but I like the shade and I like the way it feels. It's almost like a moussey texture on the lips, so it's a keep. It's just not my favorite. This one I used at the very beginning of the year. This is the MAC Matte Viva Glam 3. What can I say about this shade? This is beautiful. It was really fun. It's like this vampy fall shade. I loved it in January. I find matte lipsticks very hard to go through. I find like you could use one every day and in 6 months it'll still be there. So I'm glad I have progress on it. And I do like that shade. I should have worn that today. That would have been fun. Oh, hindsight. This is the Rouge in Love Lancome lipstick in the shade 383 Neutral. This was my wedding day lipstick. And look, I got really good use on it, don't I? Oh my gosh, that kiss is going to be there. I didn't think about that when I kissed my lips. So that's how much I've got left. I think I got great progress on this year. You can see I updated quite a bit on it. So I'm pleased with that. And last but certainly not least is something I used a whole one time. I was just looking for a lip balm and this happened to be close by. So I grabbed it. This is the Fresh Sugar Rosé. This is just a little mini size. I will never buy these. I find them too expensive for what they are and for how little product are in actual tubes. But when I get them for like free or part of a sampler set, I like them. So I used this one time. It's not enough to mark any difference because, you know, I used it one time literally yesterday. But I did use it and that is where we are at. And that is all I have used this year. That's it. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 lipsticks remain out of the ones that were in this collection that I actually used. That means if I've decluttered or used up 13 or lost, and then I used 10, that means I only had 23 lipsticks that I even touched. That leaves 13 lip products I didn't even touch this year at all. One time. That was in a project pan. So it's a bit sad, in my opinion, that I wasn't able to use more of my lip products. But let me show you what they are just to refresh your mind. I know this might be kind of boring because there'll be no change from my January video, but it'll be fun. So let's show you what I didn't use in 2020. First and foremost, this is another Lancome. This is in the shade Sugared Maple. This is a different Sugared Maple than I used up earlier this year. This was one of my favorites, and I thought I was going to use this up all fall. Like I thought in the fall this is what I was going to use. And I actually carried this with me during my move. So when I wanted to pull it out, I would totally do it. And it's this beautiful caramel shade. It's so fun, but I just didn't, and you can see like it's got a lot of love, right? Like that is not an average bullet lipstick size. I just didn't get to it this year. I was too busy trying to finish up what I had and things I'd already started, so just didn't get to it. This Kat Von D is a shade I just never pulled for. This is in the shade Bauhaus. I had this in a project pan at one time, I think last year, I think in 2019, and I just haven't pulled for it since, but it's getting old, just like my Double Dare. This one's actually slightly younger, so I need to use it or I'm going to lose it. Actually, I should smell it to make sure it hasn't gone bad already. Doesn't smell bad yet. This one, I might just call it done and declutter it. This is the Julep in the shade Awestruck. These Julep lip glosses were some of my favorites, but it's just starting to change colors a little bit. Yeah, you can see it right there at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. It's sad. These are really good. I like them, and Julep doesn't make them anymore, so I ended up buying like 4 of these. I think I've thrown away 2, 3 of them. One I remember, since these are glass, one of them, the top broke on them. And I had just like a lip gloss with glass in it. So I had to throw that one out. I did use up one, and then I probably threw away 2. But that one's gone. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nudes Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Everything. This is such a pretty shade. It's like my go-to shade, I think. You know, my lips for butter shade. I just didn't get to it this year. So actually, I don't even think, have I used this? Oh, it smells like vanilla. I should get to that. I love the smell of vanilla. That's like perfect for this time of year too, where it's like warm, cookie bake. This is so old. This is the Lorac Lips with Benefits lip gloss in the shade Alex. Things I need to use. This is probably one of the older lip products in my collection. Still smells fine. This is gonna go bad so fast. I know once I start using that, it's gonna be like a month and it's gonna be gone. But I still hold on to it because I never once used it for real. Like I think I used it for like a testing video once. So I've got the Laura Geller Color Luster Lip Gloss. This was also something I carried with me on my move, thinking maybe I'd get to it. It's just a little mini, I just didn't get to it, but it's staying in the collection. This is the Victoria's Secret Very Voluptuous Lip Plumper in the shade Baby Pink. I'm still really excited to try this. I don't know why I didn't get to it this year. It's something, it's like that old brush style that I used to love. Do you remember when the Mally lipsticks were like that? And I thought it was so much fun. I need to get on this and use it. It doesn't look as good as it used to. I don't know if you can kind of see it in there, but I still want to do it. Oh my goodness. I hope I didn't lose my time with it. Oh, it still smells fine. I'm keeping it. That's what it looks like. It's just, has a little glitter in it. That's like a pink glitter, but it's like a sheer serum. Very excited for that one. My last kind of like neutral lip is going to be Ripe. That is just a little stick that I've got there. I should have used this. I think that's like 3 months worth of use. I just didn't get to it. So, and I think if I use that every day, all day long, it'd only be 2 months. So like there are definitely some things here that was like low hanging fruit that I didn't get to. That's okay. Now, speaking of bright colors, I didn't get to all of my brights. So the Meet Matte Hues by The Balm, didn't touch. This Marc Jacobs, what is this called? Plum and Get It. Little mini guy, didn't get to that. The Lorac Lip Luster Creme in the shade Rain, so beautiful, didn't get to it. The Noya Gloss, it's organic, I gotta get to this one in 2021. And then the Lancome Lip Lover in the shade 321. Didn't get that one to either. So I have all these raspberries I really didn't get to. A lot of my neutrals I got to, so. Oh, and last but not least, this one was hiding. This is the Butter London lipstick in the shade Flirt. Another dark, deep one that I thought I was going to get to in the fall, but just never happened. And that's it. So, 14. Now I'm going to count this one now. The one I just decluttered in this. 14 are out of my collection. That is still a lot of lip product to get out of my collection. I'm very happy. That's more than one a month. So it's definitely progress. Yes, of course, I've got a lot more lip products to go, but I am well on the way of getting it under control. I think the declutters this year definitely helped. I had a goal of getting to 275 lip products this year. Thank you so much for watching. Happy panning, and I will see you in my next one. And yes, I am going to continue doing this project in 2021. So, and I'm going to add some new products in here. You're going to see a lot of returning favorites here, like things I definitely need to finish, but you're going to see some new ones as well. Thank you. I'll see you next time.